Okay, YouTube land, Richard here. I am doing an experiment. Now, I took this thing out for its maiden voyage, and if the speedometer is accurate, I don't have time to get a GPS yet, but the speedometer appears to be reasonably accurate. So anyway, this thing's supposed to do 58 to 60. I only had it up to, from what the speedometer said, 45. Now, I've seen numerous posts online in, Waverunner forums that said that they changed the spark plugs and it was running full speed. So guess what? I'm doing an experiment. Let me see if this darn thing will focus. I'm getting rid of this camera, I believe, tomorrow. Let me see, because it don't focus ever. Come on. Okay, let me see. Anyway, the gap don't look too far off, but I think chances are great. You know, this thing only has 126 hours, I think, now. And they say to change the spark plugs out every 100 hours or a year. So it definitely, I believe they're ready. So anyway, I am going to throw these in and see what happens. The experiment is, will my speed, pick up? If not, gee, I don't know why I put that on. If not, I got to work on the impeller. Anyway, when you're taking these out, this is the HO. This has the coil over the plug. When I pulled this out, this pulled out of this rubber plug. Make sure you take this rubber plug with it. I did not, I pulled the plugs out last season or 2 years ago just to winterize it. Spray fogger in the cylinders for over the winter. And anyway, there's a metal sleeve on there, and it went down in the spark plug hole, and there's a ridge. And long story short, it was a real headache to get out. I got a magnet and a lot of patience, and I got it out. So avoid that. Pull, when you're removing this coil over, grab the rubber plug and pull it up. Let my nightmare become your dream. Anyway, so I got the new plug. Like I say, let me see. Let me see if this darn thing will focus. I bought this camera for the supposedly outrageous camera, and it's been the worst. Anyway, all right, we're doing 45. If I can get these things in time and fuel up and all that good stuff, as soon as I get it in the water, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna find out if what everybody was saying is true. This spark plug does look tired, and the fuel I know is not great because I got as much out as I could, and I mixed fresh fuel in it, but I think I'm just about purging it. My last trip, by the way, apparently I was out there for a couple hours, I guess, and I burned like 5 gallons worth of gas. So I think it's got an 18-gallon gas tank, so that gives you an idea. So I guess, I was not driving efficiently. Once I'm confident this thing is in good shape, and even better, if I could find somebody who would ride with me, I would like to ride from, like Carlstadt, New Jersey, out to the Statue of Liberty. I would like to try that. And the waves in the Kilvan Col, which connect, New York Harbor to the Newark Bay, with the tugboats and everything, you can encounter up to 12-foot wakes. It's very treacherous, just for your info. Anyway, this is the experiment. We'll see if replacing the spark plugs with new. I'm doing my first one. And ironically, my 5/8 specialized spark plug socket. Let me see what I did with it. Hold on. Okay, I got an extension on this. I do have an extension on this, but this comes as one unit. As you can see, it's around 15 bucks, and you know, they got them at all the stores. This is actually a specialized spark plug remover for my Triton engine on my Ford van, which if you ever done the spark plugs on that, it's not for the faint-hearted. And this tool is gold. Now, I thought I was going to have to run out and get another spark plug thing, but this fits. It's not metric, and I'm not sure exactly what this plug is, but it's tight enough. It's doing the job, and this thing is magnetic, and it has the rubber boot in there so you don't crack it. So I'm trying you know, be resourceful and get the job done with what I have here. Anyway, that's a pretty big tip. If you do have a Ford Triton engine, you know, mine is a 2000 5.4. I know it's old, but it's gold. It's still running anyway. Yeah, this is apparently doing it. And also, in case you don't have a manual, they call for anti-seize on the spark plugs. And I'll be putting that on. You know, you always have to check your engines because it all depends on the design. Some engines don't need anti-seize. You know, sometimes the plugs have a habit of popping out, like on my Triton van, where they recommend none. Later years, you can't get them out. So anyway, for this 2004, I believe, to 2007 PHO Waverunner, it calls for the anti-seize on the plugs, so I'll be putting that on. You know, running into, you know, problems like that is gigantic mechanical headaches and out of the scope of, you know, probably 97% of you know, backyard mechanics. You know, you gotta, it's a headache you don't want to deal with. So anyway, I'll keep you updated. Peace out.